Let's do it.
Thank you for joining and being on our interview or my interview chat since a year, right? So
Yeah.
last time it was almost or more than a year ago when all this lockdown started, and we all have been in the lockdown. But and the Olympics just have been postponed, and you have been in the Olympic race on the third slot or the third position. So, and you need to go a long way and get some points. Congrats, first of all, because now it's done. You are the second time in a row at the Olympic Games. So, congrats to this. I'm really happy for you, first of all. And
Thank you.
Phil. But before going to this topic and the events which you passed, uh, which you brought you there, the last year, I think it was special for everyone, and it's still not over. But how do you summarize the last year? I think personally, I heard that you and your wife got a third kid, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
congrats on this. But
Yeah. Thanks.
so good,
Yeah.
yeah.
I need to stop with the kids making. It's
Is it finished now?
yeah, it's our third boy, and I'm grateful that we got healthy kids, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's constantly chaos, and it's hard to actually take time to enjoy anything. But I'm grateful that we're back to playing volleyball again, and like you said, we're able to secure that second spot for the Olympics, and it's a lot to be grateful for, especially since the last time we spoke, where everything was shut down, and no one knew exactly what was going to happen. So
But the stress or the much work with the kids maybe also put the thoughts away which you maybe had during the last year, where you maybe sometimes thought that it would be difficult to qualify for the Olympics. So everything have two sides maybe.
yeah, two sides for sure. The kids don't give you time to think about anything else. There's
But you
always
don't look tired.
nah. I'm faking it. I had a couple cups of coffee. Usually, I got to pick up my kids in a couple hours, and right when I get them, that's when they want to play, and so that's when they kind of tire me down. But yeah, right now I feel all right.
That's good. And you when do you arrive from Ostrava? I think it was also Monday or something, right?
Yeah, we got back Monday, so 2 days ago, and still trying to let everything sink in. I've been kind of waiting to get to this point to where we could just focus on the Olympics, and so now it's here, and now it's all about just executing the plan that we had in place for trying to medal in the Olympics.
Yeah, and that's also one of the reasons we talked today. But before we go to the exciting future with the Olympics and what comes up, just let us recap a little bit. So when the FRVB event started again, I think the first event this year have been in Doha, and this was the first event in the bubble. So in general, how was the situation in the with this whole new situation in terms of traveling? I think we're also the first travel, and how was the situation to be back on the tour under such conditions?
Yeah, it's a little different, right? Being confined to your room, walking around in mask, and being isolated with your own team. But in the same sense, it was a little bit of normalcy in the fact that we got to play volleyball, again, and we got to compete against other teams, and that was fun getting back to the competitive side. But it had been over a year since we competed overseas, so I thought the FIVB did a good job in hosting those events, and especially Cancun, I thought was fantastic for those 3 weeks that they had. They did a really good job with not only the events, but I think no one tested positive as far as any teams or coaches and stuff like that. So to be able to compete 3 events in a bubble and have it to be a success was pretty cool.
Yeah, you already said it. So the Cancun event was right, or not right after, but the one after Doha. Doha also got good results for you. So have you been satisfied after Doha that the possibility to get the needed points in the next events? So have the confidence grown after the Doha event?
Yeah, after Doha, we needed to get a fourth to kind of pass Tryon Trevor, and so for a year and a half, or shoot, even 2 years, we were behind them. We were always the third team, and I think it's because we weren't gonna. Originally, our plan was not to play in these Olympics, and I think at the start of 2019, Phil had a change of heart and said, we need to play, and so we did. So we kind of got a late start. So yeah, for 2 years we were in that third position, and so the finish in Doha kind of put us ahead of Tryon Trevor, and kind of gave us a little jump start that we needed. I think we were pretty confident that we were going to be replacing some bad finishes. Like I think we had 2 25ths and a 17th that we were replacing going into Mexico, and so that we were going to replace those finishes. And so I think our goal from the get-go was to try and pass Jake and Taylor. It never was anything about Tryon Trevor. Our goal was to be the number 1 seed, and we were able to tie them. So we fell short as far as passing them for the one seed, but we secured our spot in the Olympics, and that's the overall goal. And so now we got a good opportunity to play and see if we can get a medal in it.
Yeah, so this would have been also a question. So I think it was the goal was to get this spot, and it was not against one special team. It was Tryon Trevor, but it could have been any other team. So
yeah,
it was more or less against the country quota rule, so to say.
For sure.
And yeah, the Cancun event, you already said it. We have been able to watch it on the stream, so the environment looked great, and they set up 3 weeks with 3 events back to back, and you executed really good. And the last event you finished with a bronze medal, and also passed Tryon Trevor in this situation. So how do you? I think on the interview after the match, you have been happy about pros, but to get the second spot for this moment, you not commented. But how was the situation between Phil and you? So did you just realize it, or do you celebrate internally a little bit in this situation?
As far as when we, finally secured that second spot, like, no, we celebrated. Phil, myself, and Jason. It was a big accomplishment for us. I thought, and it's also a sense of relief. Like, now we're in the Olympics, so now we can focus on kind of that one tournament and instead of having all the what ifs, like if we, what if this team does this, or what if we don't play well and, we don't make it. So, but yeah, a little bit of celebration, but then, we've been here before. And so now it's a matter of trying to peak for one event. It's kind of tough if you think about it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. I just want to
Yeah,
say, your coach Jason was not in Cancun, or?
No, Jason was not in Doha or in Cancun. He was coaching at the university here in. Oh man, I got one of my neighbors. This is what I deal with. You care if I answer this door? She's probably looking for my son. Hold on.
No problem. Take us with.
Yeah.
First of all, we want to say, oh, are you on the phone?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't be. What's that?
First of all, we want to say happy birthday to Cole.
Okay.
And are they home?
No, I'm going to get them in about 2 hours.
Where are they?
They're at the camp.
Oh.
I'll get them.
Okay.
And then I'll come find you.
Because we were wondering if they wanted to go to the pool with us.
Ooh. When I get them, I'll see if they want to do that.
Because both of our parents are working.
Okay. Well, I'll see.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you want to say hi? That's Nils.
Hi.
That's
Hi.
Maddie and Jack.
We're neighbors.
Whoa.
Very good neighbors.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're okay. No.
Hey, bye.
All right, guys. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
So
They're looking for my
They
boys
are-
to play.
that's good. So they have something to do when they come back from school.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. They want to go in the pool. So, yeah. But yeah, as far as Jason was coaching at the university here and wasn't allowed to leave the country. If he did, he had to quarantine for 2 weeks, and that was he wouldn't be able to coach. So
Okay.
we waited till after their season was done, and so he joined us in Ostrava and Sochi. But we did have Jordan Chang helping us, who is Kelly and Sarah's coach. He helped us in Doha
Okay.
and Mexico. So, which was a great help. We got to know him some, and I think he's a good young coach and has a bright future.
Okay. Yeah, because we had a talk with the Swiss women's coach 2 weeks ago, or directly from Sochi, and he told us that he recognized that Jason was back on tour in Sochi already, and you had fun between the games playing soccer or something. He just explained that it's cool to see that you're joking and having fun.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it for so long that we learned that you got to kind of have to mix in some sort of games that make it a little bit of fun. Otherwise, you don't get to enjoy. We're playing a sport, which is, the reason we started doing it in the first place was because it was fun. So I think that gets lost a lot once you start playing at this level. Everyone becomes so serious, and we got to learn, I think, a little bit of a balance.
Yeah, that's right. We saw this on the when we covered the German tour. Sometimes you see how when the years gone by and the teams get more professional, they sometimes forgot to maybe go to sit at lunch a half hour longer just to enjoy it. But yeah, and who wins mostly on this small games between the games?
What was the question?
Who is the one who wins this party games? Not party games, but this.
Oh, for sure. It's myself. Yeah, I beat Phil and Jason all the time. They have no shot.
Yeah, I just want to have the confirmation.
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question so I can confirm. Yeah, and then they get upset. And yeah.
Yeah. So Cancun, we talked. Cancun was really good, and also I think the environment was also a good thing and a good line between doing your job and also be able to relax between the games, right? It was a little bit vacation after this long lockdown.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't remember a tournament ever where we played that close to the water, and so it was kind of it was awesome. Getting to play right there on the beach in front of this beautiful ocean, and so I thought that helped out a lot, especially being there for 3 weeks. I grew up next to the ocean, so it was good just to be able to, relax after we played and enjoy kind of the beautiful scenery, and the food was fantastic. So it was nice.
Yeah, I also hope that they maybe set it up when there is no COVID in the future again, because it looked really nice to maybe go there once and combine it. And yeah, and if you suggest it or recommend it, that's the word I'm searching, then I will have it on my notebook.
Oh man, for sure. It's my first time going there, and I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah, I think there have been some tournaments in Mexico, but on other spot, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember we
Okay.
played. Yep, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just recalling 2015 when we played Puerto Vallarta, and I think Cancun, was the nicest place we played in Mexico. So
Yeah. Well, we just remember, and also the other colleague Manuel who do this for the Red Bull part. We remember, I think 2019, you hoped not to play in Mexico, but this was more or less because it was at the end of the season, right?
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Where Phil and you backed no Mexico, but
Yeah,
this had nothing to do with the event or the place,
mm-hmm.
for sure. Okay, and so Cancun was great. You overtook Try and Travel, and then what did you adjusted in general compared with the year before, where the results have been different? So you had ups and downs. So what do you think? What have changed most to be more consistent? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I don't know how much we changed. I just thought we were better prepared going into the season, and for sure, I thought having a year and a half of rest, not only to mentally kind of prepare yourself, but also physically. Playing for so long, you get a little bit of nicks, like shoulder pain, knee pain, hip pain. So, taking that time off kind of, I thought, rejuvenated us some. So I thought, we were playing at a higher level, but still not at the best we can play. So we just got to put it together for this next tournament or for the Olympics.
Yeah. So you agree that it maybe helped that you had more rest or more less practice, more individual gym sessions, right? So you.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And yeah, and then you fly to Sochi first, and also put it to the situation that Try and Travel in Ostrava just need a win of the tournament. But then after we saw this almost miracle on the US woman side that Sarah and Kelly passed Brooke and Carrie, it could have been that because you lost after the pool stage. So how was the situation? Did you get nervous or?
I don't know so much nervous. You're just a little anxious because things are out of your control. Once we were out of the tournament, things are out of your control, and there's nothing you can do. So for sure, you're anxious. But my thought was if they win the tournament, then it wasn't meant to be. Because they were going to have to beat a lot of good teams, and I think it would have been their first 4-star win, and so there's nothing you can do if that happens. But it didn't work out for them, and so we get to go but I feel for them for sure because 2012 I was in that similar situation when it came down to the last tournament for Furby and myself, and we fell short. So you celebrate because you're in it, but you also feel for Try and Trevor because I know they worked hard as well, and they're a top 15 team, and unfortunately there's a rule where you have to have a limit with countries. So you kind of have mixed feelings because they're good guys. They're really good guys, good players, and so you feel for them a little bit. But
that's a sport.
yeah. So it's part of how it goes.
But the good thing is that I also message Try that they are both young, so they have the possibility, hopefully, to compete at the Olympics in the future.
And they are young. Yeah.
I think you celebrated a little bit on the train with Jake and Taylor, or how was it?
We took the train to Prague early, and so we had a nice dinner with them that evening, and yeah, we celebrated some. Then we got back home, and all that went out the window once I had to wrestle my kids and try to get my house organized. I've been cleaning for 2.5 days straight, and it just seems to get messy every day. So now it's back to real life, and then trying to balance, your family, your kids, your wife, and volleyball. So it's a juggling act.
Yeah, and open doors and organize the free time
dates.
schedule from your
right.
kids.
Yeah.
But you don't need to clean the pool before the kids can jump in, so that's not your task today.
No, not my task at all.
Okay, so not to make it too long, but now coming to the exciting part, the Olympics. So you have been there with Phil in Rio last time, already, last time and already. So for you, I want to ask, what makes the Olympics so special for you?
I mean, as far as for volleyball and for U.S. volleyball players, that's like the pinnacle event, right? You want to be able to get to the Olympics because it's the most prestigious tournament for beach volleyball as a beach volleyball athlete. So to be able to do that, not only in 2016 but today, it means a lot. It just justifies everything I've kind of sacrificed over the years, and so to accomplish my goals or the goal of getting there is it feels good. It's a little rewarding. So and being an older athlete, I'll be 42 in September, and Phil's 41, and playing against these kids that are in their 20s, it's even a little bit more satisfying because there's plenty of time, in your mind or where, you see your body kind of failing you a little bit. You're just not as fast or have as much energy as you used to. So to be able to do it at this age is like a little cherry on top of the sundae. So.
And do you think the fact that both of you or on as a team you already have been at the Olympics helps you for the tournament because you know how the situation will be and have a little bit more experience how to focus because I was lucky to be there as media last time. There are many things which can keep you out of focus. So do you think it helps you?
Yeah, I think for sure, having a little bit of experience helps you, but I think going into this Olympics, no one knows what to expect because of, the COVID, and it's going to be different than any other Olympics that has happened before. So, I'm curious to see how it all goes, but we do have an Olympics together, and Phil has 3 others that he can tap into as far as experience goes. But it helps us for sure. Distractions. You're not going to have so many distractions that it'll probably be a little boring, to tell you the truth. So because you're not going to be able to go out, venture out, or hang out with any other people, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to keep you isolated.
Yeah, that's the word distraction, what they are searching for. But yeah, this would also be my question, because what is I don't know if you already talked about this, I think not, but is the plan to be in the Olympic Village, or be as long as the tournament runs, to stay focused on a different department? I think this time the Olympic venue, or the beach venue, is next to the Olympic Village, so logistically it would be okay. But what?
Yeah, our plan is to be in the Olympic Village. Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and maybe we both can explain the viewers a little bit. So in general, when there's no COVID, one of the cool things is there have been a media area, so to call. So outside of the Olympic Village, there are all the sponsors and the Olympic family set up some area where they put on some different parts where you can get some experience, and they have some nice setups like restaurants, and also needed things like haircutters. So
yeah, you know what? We went to a couple things like the Oakley House and all that, and we were able to venture out some. And that's the thing, like with Tokyo, I don't think any of that's going to be around. So, it's definitely going to be a little. It's not going to be as enjoyable as it would be, if COVID wasn't around. But you're still representing your country, and you're playing in, in an Olympics. So I'm still grateful.
So would also bring me to my another question. So if you have, I think Olympics is also special that you don't have games every day back to back. So there is a practice day or whatever. So do you plan to, if it's possible, do you also want to look forward to see other sports? And what is the athlete you maybe look forward, if it's possible, from the rule to meet at the restaurant or to have a chat with?
Yeah, I mean, in Rio, we were so far away from everything else that we didn't get to see any other sports. And I'm not sure how it's going to work in Tokyo if you're allowed to go and visit other events. But the track and field for sure, I'd love to see, and support the indoor volleyball team. I enjoy that game a lot. So if we have the opportunity to check out other events, I'm going to try and see as much as I can.
Yeah, I think they made it also in Rio a little bit difficult, because I think in the past Olympics, if you have been an athlete, you can go wherever you want. But also in Rio, you need to ask for tickets. You don't need to pay it, but if you don't have a ticket, they won't let you in. But this means that you also have to organize things in your free time, and that's why I think some athletes say this is too much to do just to see the games, right?
Yeah, I agree for sure. I'm not the best organizer either.
The other question, what is the schedule now? I think there will be some informations or some to-dos for the Team USA. So I think you get your official closes, and so do you got already information about this, or?
Yeah. No information. Nothing yet, right? So we just, locked down our qualification on Sunday. So it's been a handful of days. They've been asking us all sorts of questions about planning for Tokyo, but we didn't want to deal with any of that until we confirmed that we were in. So I assume over the next week or so, we'll kind of figure out all that information. But as of now, I get nothing. I got nothing. So I don't even know when we
Okay.
leave for Japan.
Okay, and then the last question, how is the match and practice schedule now look like? I think you now back home, you already told me that maybe some teams come over to practice.
Yeah, I think Poland, Qatar, and Canada are going to be in town, and unfortunately, I have to go down to Orlando where Phil lives, which is about 4 hours from where I live. So I'll be spending a lot of time down there, probably the next 4 weeks. So
Do
it'll
you
be. Hmm?
go ahead? Sorry, I always interrupt you.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it'll be a little difficult because I'll be away from my family again, and
Yeah, okay, that's
so
hard,
just
yeah.
dealing with all that.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes.
Do you plan playing Start?
No, yeah, we that's
No,
something we talked
nee.
about. It's something we talked about in the meeting. I think yeah, we're gonna skip it and we're just gonna prepare for the Olympics. So, and Stade is my favorite tournament, so it was tough to say no, but it kind of broke up. We would kind of want to have 6 weeks to kind of train, and so we'd only have like 3, and then we go to the events, and then have to come back, and so. But
Yeah, it would. I
yeah,
I just ask. It could have been that you maybe stay in Europe and fly from there, but
yeah, yeah. No, we're gonna
yeah.
we're gonna stay here. So
Okay. Yeah. For sure sad because I hope that this will be the first event which are open for media maybe again, but even better that we talk today.
yeah,
If you meet Phil, I messaged him, but also say congrats for me. For sure for making the Olympics, and unfortunately I didn't make it the Olympics because the German Olympic Committee this time I don't know
oh man, I'm
what.
sorry.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
always a struggle when you don't. You do it for 15 years as only person, but then when you not do it full time, they put you
Yeah,
away. And
man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, no, sorry, man.
yeah, the only thing I not so sad is like you said, maybe it's more or less a different one, and it's just an
Yeah, I
event.
don't think it's gonna be as you're just not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to tour the city. So many things that you're not gonna be able to do. But I'm trying not to
Yeah,
focus on the negatives. So
yeah. Okay, so then enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget
thanks.
to collect your kids.
Yeah, I gotta go do that.
Stay healthy, and let's keep in touch. And maybe in Tokyo we can have some picture or something to have a
Yeah,
chat. Would appreciate it. And all the best also to your wife and the 3
thank you,
boys now.
thank you.
And hope to see you, yeah, at
Yeah,
least after the Olympics when you not
yeah.
stop directly or when I'm on the AVP or sometime. Yeah.
No, I plan on playing a little bit longer. So
Yeah.
no,
Excuse my struggle sometimes, but to look
dude,
on
are you
the,
kidding me?
I,
You speak fantastically. So
yeah,
appreciate you inviting me.
yeah, thanks, and I appreciate for you to come. So thank you and have a good day and all the best. Bye, Nick.
All right, take it easy. Thanks.